Unrivaled is back, and in this episode, we give y'all our 2026 league standing predictions.
Welcome back to another episode of From the Rafters Pod.
A podcast about changing the way that fans talk about basketball in a world full of media myths. We are here to deliver the data, the evidence, and informed opinions. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Also hosted by Kevin Depp. Kevin forgets that every time. 2 weeks in a row.
I didn't forget. I decided not to say it that time. I didn't feel like it went with the flow.
Sure.
But yeah, Happy New Year. Why are you laughing?
It's just funny.
I said Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Okay.
I said it already. Did I
No,
not say Happy
no,
New Year?
I don't think so.
Yes, I did.
Mm.
We gonna roll the tape back.
Yeah, we can roll it back. You know, one of the annoying things? You know how many times you're going to have to say Happy New Year in January?
Yeah.
It's low-key annoying to me.
Okay.
Maybe it's because I'm like a grouch because I got to go back to work. But we get a little New Year joy, little treat.
Yeah.
Unrivaled is back.
Unrivaled is back today. If you're watching this live, Monday, January 5th, Unrivaled comes back today. Don't miss it. Check your calendars. Check the times of the games. Everyone plays today.
It's interesting because they have some games starting midday. How am I going to
I know, it's very annoying.
work from home Monday?
Really quick before we continue, I wanted to share what Unrivaled is for those who may not completely know, heard about it, didn't really know. Anyway, it's a 3-on-3 women's basketball league that runs from January 5th all the way to March 4th. It was founded by two...
Why are you rushing?
Because I'm getting it. People may already notice. I said this last week. The league was founded by two WNBA players, very well known, Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart. This year, the league is featuring 8 teams, up from 6 last year, with your favorite WNBA players. You can watch it on TNT, True TV, HBO Max. Also, I think it's streaming on YouTube Live, other streaming platforms. They also have a mid-season one-on-one tournament, which is super fun to watch. It's scheduled for February 11th through February 14th. So if you feel like NBA All-Star sucks, it's the same weekend.
Yeah, because it probably will suck again.
Yeah. They usually host it all in Miami, but they do have one travel city to Philadelphia on January 30th.
Greatest city in America.
Right.
No pushback on that. Okay. Let us be unrivaled. All right.
The league in just 2 months and 1 year in its inaugural season had immediate profitability last year, generated $27 million revenue, reached 11.9 million total viewers. They have over 20 corporate partners, doing super well. Really excited for this year.
Yeah, you know, I saw something on social media the other day. I sound so old when I say social media.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say the internet at first, and I was really about to be like, wow, boomer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm about to be another year older pretty soon.
Yeah,
I'm over the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm not in charge of it. But yeah, scrolling on Instagram, and it was a photo of Steph Curry warming up in some Unrivaled edition sneakers. Not sure what brand they were, but some Unrivaled edition kicks, and it was like Steph Curry supporting Unrivaled. And I'm like, he's a whole investor. Like,
yeah, exactly. He also was wearing some Angel Reese's too.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
Dope.
Very
I need
cool.
Angel to sign my jersey. Been at it for a year. You know who did sign my jersey over the holiday break?
The entire Sixers team,
Yeah, well,
including the coach.
they signed, and including Kate Scott.
Yeah.
Commentator.
You got coach, commentator, and players. The only
Yeah.
people you were missing was Franklin.
Yeah, and Paul George and Joel, but other story. But yeah, Maxey signed my jersey. Shout out to Tyrese Maxey, my favorite Sixer. I've been after this one for a while. On the All-Star edition. Yeah.
Yeah. Not ever.
I like that. Way to be from the Rafters with it. Make sure we get the full picture. But yeah, back to Unrivaled. So last year, I made some preseason predictions about how I thought teams would do.
You did.
Before coming on set today, I was getting roasted. Someone said, I won't say any names, but they were like, yeah.
It was me.
your top teams were at the bottom.
No, I said.
And I owned it. I said my bottom teams were at the top too.
Okay, this is what I said. I said I was worried because I feel like the competition is gonna be tight, and I don't want my bottom team to do like super well.
Hey, it happens.
And then I feel bad. That's what I said. But I said that's okay because it happened to you last year.
Yeah, I'll say this. Last year was super tough because one, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how the gameplay was gonna be. Like 3-on-3 full court is something we've never seen before. Like we've seen 3-on-3 half court matchups in like the Olympics or FIFA formats, but we didn't see 3-on-3 full court. Yeah, again half court. Mm-hmm. So like it was different. I didn't know what to expect, and also you're like seeing these players in a different element, different style of play. So I was like, things didn't quite pan out the way I thought they would, but some did. So.
Yeah.
Again, you about to see how hard this is.
So no, it's gonna be very hard. It took me a really long time to do this, but essentially we have ranked our teams 1 from 8 of how we think they're gonna do in Unrivaled this season. Yeah. You want to start?
Yeah, I'll start.
I just want to say before we get into this, I think it's going to be tight.
Yeah.
Like the margins are going to be slim because. Well, I'm saying I'm talking about maybe top 2 or like top 4. It may be tight because we saw what happened in the WNBA, how competitive it was because the talent is so everybody's. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I just want to say that.
All I know is the Phantom shafted me last year. I had them super high.
I'm screaming.
They severely underperformed. Now, granted, Sabrina missed a lot of games, but that team was supposed to do a lot better. But they decided to live towards the bottom of the standings, or maybe at the bottom. I don't remember. I kind of wiped those predictions from memory.
Did all the teams and returning people who came back? No. Did all the players who were on teams last year go back to their?
No, it's a mix. They were able to keep a couple.
Yeah, because Chelsea's still on the Rose.
Yeah, I forget what the exact rule was, but they were able to retain a couple, and then. It was a mix from there.
That was the one thing I didn't look up. Okay.
We could look it up real quick.
Okay. Yeah. Not all players from Unrival's first season returned to the same team. Some didn't return. New rosters. Rosters were reshuffled and they also expanded. All right.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's start with our rankings. Number 8. You want to go first?
Sure. And this is tough because all these teams, again, are great. But
that's what I was saying before.
At number 8, I have the Hive.
Okay.
So, I think Kelsey Mitchell is going to get to a bucket. Sonia will also get to some buckets. I also love that they have Natisha because she is great at picking up the pace and also, just being a pest on defense. Mm-hmm. And then Ezzy is a solid big, but I just like seeing her game in the 5-on-5 WNBA format. You don't always. It's almost like the WNBA 5-on-5 is like hiding behind a curtain, because as we saw last year, these women have so much more skill that we just don't get to see because they play a different game. But I had this team at 8 just because I didn't think they had enough firepower.
Okay, so my number 8 team was actually shifted after Nafisa Collier has had, I think, double ankle surgery. Mm-hmm. And I have the Lunar Owls at number 8.
Wow. See, I had the Owls. I can say this now. I had them at 1. I almost dropped them to 8. But I was like, damn, will they really go from first to worst?
I didn't even have them at 1 when Nafisa was in.
Ooh.
But I will say, it really came down to not knowing how they were going to compete against the other teams. Mm-hmm. And then also seeing Rebecca Allen and Rachel Bannum live, I don't even know, 10 times this summer, where they were dominant when they were on, but when they were not, it wasn't the best. If they're not hitting, it's going to be a challenge. Mm-hmm. So that kind of, I had 7 was the high for me. So that's them. Those two were the toughest to decipher for me, but that's why I feel like they went under, just because I don't know what their consistency is going to be and then how they're going to compete together. I know they have Aaliyah Edwards because she was a shock in the 1v1 tournament. Like, she beat Brianna Stewart and was in the finals with Nafisa.
Gave her a run for her money.
She did, but I just don't know. I know they have Skylar Diggins too. She'll give them a problem, but like closing games, I feel like it's going to be harder for them to compete with some of the other teams.
Fair. I guess that we can keep rolling right along because at 7, I had the Lunar Owls, so I had to drop them.
So we had them.
Yeah.
Similar.
Losing the best player in the league, in my opinion, in Queen Fee is going to be a huge hole for them to dig out of. But, when I look at their roster, having Skylar Diggins, who we saw is a complete menace on both ends of the floor. We actually saw her live and in person a couple times this past summer. But also they have
very efficient.
Marina Mabry, who we also saw living in WNBA City is crazy.
We saw so many of these people. Yeah, that's why I felt like a little bit more confident.
Yeah, and so like they have Marina that also is a dog mentality. And I think Aaliyah Edwards will have some big shoes to fill, but I think she's more than capable. My question marks for this team is their depth, as well as the same issues you raised. Love Big Mama.
Big Mama.
For y'all that don't know, when Rachel Banham hits threes in Chicago, they play Big Mama, and the building is lit. But yeah, like you said, if she's not on, then it could be a rough night. Ball handling, I don't know how that's going to she's going to be a shooter. She's a floor spacer in this league.
Is, yeah.
And my big question mark for her also is on the defensive end with just so much space having to cover and defend in this 3-on-3 format. And then Beck Allen, another one. I think she can be a great, floor spacer.
Ozzy. Oi.
Yes. Great floor spacer, hit some threes, as well as, rebound and actually defend a little bit just because she has some length. But again, it's a lot of ground to cover when you're out there on an island against these teams. So I have the Lunar Owls at 7.
Yeah, the reason I put the Hive as my 7 was because of Kelsey Mitchell.
Yeah, we saw her put the fever on her back for a run.
For the year, for the season, in my opinion. MVP candidate. Like, it was, I don't know. Yeah, that was the reason I put them up there. So I will say in my number 6 spot, I have the Vinyl.
So do I.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, cool. So after seeing, to me, the first thing I thought about was the mismatch situation. But then I remembered how well Courtney Williams did in the 1v1 tournament also last year. Where even though I was like, why would they do this? She's so little compared to
she's tiny.
But she was competing. Like, it was a competition. It was a challenge. They have Ryan Howard, who will give you a lot of versatility, some scoring.
And who will sign your hat if you ask her to.
Yeah, very nice. I don't know. They have Erica Wheeler. I feel like she'll make some play. The thing that made me put them at 6 was how unsure I was with BG, because she wasn't as dominant as I thought she was going to be last year.
Yeah, I had similar concern. Like, my number 1 was just based
Not
off
saying
of.
She can't be now, but I'm just going off of what I saw.
Yeah, and I love BG.
Me too.
Because she also signed my hat.
Right.
But and Erica Wheeler signed my ball. It's just
You met the entire
Yo, when I say I'm a WNBA guy, like, get at me. I need sponsorship ASAP. But to your point on BG, last year I was a little bit disappointed when she was on the Phantom. I don't know if it was kind of the team makeup.
That's right.
But she just, like you said, wasn't as dominant. And I'm just like, does her game what she has to give fit the format of 3-on-3 up and down? Because I was thinking last year that she'll be able to score inside or draw crazy double teams just getting position, and I thought she would dominate the boards and also be a tremendous rim protector. Didn't see a lot of that for big stretches.
Yeah,
so
agreed.
But I think Court and Ryan will put up some points, and they also have Dearica Hamby, who does all the dirty work and hustles. Like,
and their coach is Teaspoon. So
yeah, so that team might be one that can surprise us. I'll say that. Got them at 6, but
yeah,
if somehow they end up in the finals, anything can happen in Unrivaled. I'll just say that.
Agree. So you go first. Who is your team?
Yeah.
You have at the 5.
At the 5 spot, this team kind of doesn't sit right with me putting them at 5 because I think they can definitely overachieve.
I wonder if we have the same one.
My biggest concern with them was just kind of some depth and also like experience playing in this format. Okay. But I have the Breeze at 5.
Wow.
You know, I think Paige Beckers can really be a star in this league. I think she'll be an up-and-comer, have a breakout season. I love that they have Rakia Jackson, who's just a dog and plays both ends of the floor, and I love her length. Then they also
I
have
love her fashion. Sorry.
I'm not familiar with her game.
And Cameron's too. Just throwing that out there.
But yeah, and then also Cameron Brink and Dominique, I think, are like huge assets.
I love Dominique. Yeah.
So yeah, I put this team at 5, which was hard to do. I wanted to put them higher, but yeah, that's where I got them.
Interesting.
I wanted to put them higher, but I just couldn't do it.
At number 5, I put the Mist.
Mm.
Yes. But it's really because it'll be interesting to see how this team gels together. I have a lot of faith in each of these players. Well, most all of them, but like specifically. Individually, I think they're strong. You know, you have Stewie, you have Enrique, you have MVP candidate Alicia Gray. You know, you have Veronica Burton, who is amazing on defense.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of pressure. You have my girl Lee. I love Lee. Her size, she's competitive. She can shoot that mid-range shot very well. It's, again, the gelling and cohesiveness that made me just keep pushing them down. And then also just a little bit of inconsistency on Stewie's part with injuries and her shot percentage and all of that in the most recent season. Not saying that that's going to carry over, but if I had to pick a reason.
Fair.
Dominant, though. And it's like a big if. If it does work, then I think that they will be higher.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the team that I think can overachieve.
So you had to miss that 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Clock that.
My top 4 went like, woo. Like, it changed 80 times.
Yeah. It took
was
me days to
hard.
do this, but.
My number 4, I put inaugural season champs, the Rose.
So did I.
Okay. I just think that they're dangerous. I love their coach, Chelsea Gray. You know, to me was the reason they won last year. She helped seal the deal. Great leader, high IQ. I think she does well in faster paced 3-on-3 environments. You have Kalia Copper, who's going to create a shot for herself no matter what the circumstance is. I think that she's dominant. Who else do I have? Oh, Lexi Hull, who is just like, she's one super reliable shooter, but also she stops at nothing to get the job done. She is going to, 2 black eyes, finish the job.
Yep. Without beating a dead horse, I think my X factor on that team is definitely Lexi.
Yes.
Also love that they have Shakira Austin and Azare Stevens, who are, in my eyes, and Unrivaled, very versatile bigs. And again, if you haven't watched Unrivaled, you'll see a different side of these players, because I was super shocked at what those 2 bigs can do, just giving more space on the floor. And like you said, I think Chelsea, if you've been watching Chelsea on the Aces the last few years, it kind of feels like you're seeing a decline, which I guess she's probably like 36 or something now. So, like,
I still think that she knows her role, and I think that's why this team is going to do pretty well, because each player has a very specific role, and they don't, like, kind of automatically. The way the team was put together, I feel like that'll bode well for them.
Sorry, she's 33. But, yeah, like you said, she knows her role. She played it well on a Libra scale, something like that. You know, I never know the lyrics, but, you know, she's the point guard for a reason.
Absolutely.
At number 3.
She's definitely not what she used to be, but I think she still provides a heck of a lot of
Oh, yeah.
value.
I mean, think about all those big shots she hit in the finals, or just a playoff run for the Aces. They don't have that title.
Big shot that sealed the season championship in Unrivaled last year.
Yeah. So, like, she's a champion for a reason.
Number 3, who you got?
Number 3. All right. See, this is another team.
Yeah.
But I got the Laces at number 3.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I have the Laces at number 3. I really like their potential guard combos with Jordan Canada and Jackie Young, right? I think that's a lot of shiftiness at the guard position that can really put a lot of pressure on the defense.
Absolutely.
Then they also have Alyssa Thomas, who is a very versatile big, super physical, plays both ends of the floor, and can facilitate. So, yeah, I think that team, and this team also has depth a lot, which I like. Nas Hillman, huge support for him. And we saw Slim, Brittany Sykes. She can hit some big shots.
She can.
And also she can be that spark that this team needs. But, yeah, I have the Laces at 3.
I put the Phantom at 3. I've seen clips of Kelsey Plum in Team USA practices, and she looks still top of her game.
Plum dog.
Dominating, yeah. Satu Sabali, who is somebody who is probably one of the most versatile bigs I've seen, where she looks comfortable on all spots of the floor, dribbling, shooting, down low. She doesn't seem to have a problem. You know, Natasha Cloud's always going to be high energy. Yeah, I put them at number 3. Dana Evans, who is just like, I don't even know.
Breakout season for her in the W.
Absolutely. Aaliyah Boston. Hopefully she doesn't get into foul trouble. That was an issue. Yeah, I don't know. I had them lower, and I just kept moving them up the farther I got down the roster. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. I did have them lower at first.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I put them at 3. So this, I think, okay, I put this team as number 2 because I think that they'll be like the fun breakout Cinderella team. Not Cinderella because they suck, but Cinderella because they're young and new, and that is the Breeze.
Fair point. Fair. I can see that. Again, that's why I said, like, I can see this team really surprising some people.
Yeah. Obviously, Paige Beckers, I don't have to say much. Dominique, who was also in the running for Rookie of the Year. Don't forget. She has a lot of length. She's 6'6". She's a very dominant center. Can't she dunk also?
Easily.
Yeah. You know, like you said, Cameron Brink. I think Kate Martin also just is like that hustle player who is going to play super hard. She's like a big star in Valkyries. Rickea Jackson. Yeah. I have them at number 2. I think that they're going to shock some people.
I'm not mad at that pick at all. Again.
Yeah. I just think that I'm just going to take a little risk.
Just so you can't roast me in 2027. I said my Breeze pick at 5 could definitely be higher.
I'm not going to roast.
You had the Mist at 5.
I did.
I have the Mist at 2. They have my favorite point guard.
Swapped.
Yeah, they have my favorite point guard in Alicia Gray, who did not sign my hat, by the way.
That's the only person.
Still might be hurt by that.
Keep it. It might be. You talk about it every second.
You brought it up the other day, and I was like, why you had to bring that up?
Well, I was talking about how you had so many people sign your hat, and then you said, except for Alicia
No. You said everybody except Alicia Gray, and I was just like, dang, why you had to remind me?
It's because we saw her jersey in the NBA store.
Yeah. So, Alicia, next time when you see this,
said you should get it because she didn't sign it, and she could sign that.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get her next time. Yeah. And I might have to tell her. She going to have to see this clip or something. But, yeah, back to the Mist at number 2. I think they might have the best trio in Alicia Gray, Arike, and Stewie. Like, offensively, I think that's a hard trio to stop because everyone is a threat.
Absolutely.
But Arike and Stewie both missed quite a few games last year.
Yes.
But I just think their shot creation ability is going to be on a beam and just be a nightmare for defenses to deal with. And then it's like, will they buck up and commit to defense on the other end? I think Alicia Gray, I think Stewie don't have a problem with that. I think seeing Arike in the 1v1, I can see her kind of, strapping up, doing what she has to do. But, yeah, I got the Mist at 2, and I also love that they have Veronica Burton and Alana Smith on their team as well.
Yeah.
Like, Veronica Burton just...
Her defense.
Yeah, and she came out of nowhere and led the Valkyries on a playoff run. And I just think she's a great point guard to have on your roster. And so, yeah, I got high hopes for the Mist this year.
Nice.
At number 1.
Number 1.
This is the fun one.
This is going to be interesting.
If you haven't been keeping track, then you can do a drum roll. But at the number 1, for me, I have the Phantom. I think...
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you why. I went back and forth between, like, Phantom, Mist, and, like, Owls before Nafisa got hurt. But the Phantom, I love that they have Natasha Cloud because she's just a dog. Shout out to Philly, my city. Kelsey Plum is also a dog, is going to get to a bucket. And they also have Dana Evans, who will get to a bucket when you need it.
Absolutely.
But this team, for me, having Aaliyah Boston, who we saw, that you can just throw the ball into down low. She's going to, like, hit you with the offensive foul elbow and lay it in and get the 2 points. It's a huge weapon.
Yeah, we'll see how the rest will be reffing.
Yeah. But, like, she's
not saying that she's
just.
not also skilled.
We've seen some of the best players in the league struggle to stop her, from Nafisa Collier to Asia Wilson.
Yeah.
Like, the best defenders in the league struggle against Aaliyah Boston because she's so great at using her body legally and illegally. But for this team, what really made me put them over the hump is Satu Sabali.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, they have a big
Yeah.
who can also play like a guard.
This is a team that I think started so much lower, and I just kept moving them up.
Yeah, and so like
because of that.
Like, I was just imagining they could put, because like, let's say Natasha Cloud, right? Like, great player, great kind of point guard. You know, scoring isn't her best attribute, but if they needed some offense and still keep a defensive presence on the floor, they could run Kelsey Plum, Aaliyah Boston, and Satu Sabali, because Satu is so versatile as a player and a matchup nightmare given her size. So that made me put the Phantom at 1. And again, I'm not sleeping on Kiki or Tiffany Hayes. So yeah, I think I picked the Phantom as number 1 last year. They got a little bit of a different roster this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rolling with the Phantom again.
All right.
Philadelphia used to have a hockey team called the Phantom too, so maybe that's why I gravitate.
Okay.
Shout out to my city.
My number 1
I haven't been keeping track.
is the Laces.
Ooh.
And I just couldn't get over the combination of Jackie Young and Alyssa Thomas. I think that offensive front is lethal. Jackie
Lethal.
I do. Jackie Young averaged 16.5 points and 5.1 assists. Alyssa Thomas 15.4, 9.2 assists. You have Brittany Sykes, like we said, all defensive team, all rookie team. You have Naz Hillman, 6th player of the year. Give you some length, give you some rebounding. I just think that they're going to mesh well. They're going to be a dominant team to beat. Yeah, that's just, I couldn't move them down.
All right, so we'll see. You got your number 1 pick in the Laces.
Yep.
I have my number 1 pick in the Breeze. Or, sorry, in the Phantom.
Okay, I was going to say.
Breeze might be the dark horse.
I said Breeze at number 2, so you know what? I'm excited. Let us know who you agree with more down below. Like we said, Unrivaled starts today if you're listening to us on Monday, January 5th. We also are changing our upload schedule to every Monday now instead of every Wednesday. So to make it easier for yourself, you could just subscribe. It is free.
For now.
All right.
Jig it.
That's what happens when you hang with a finance bro.
Can I ask you some quick rapid fire?
Oh, God.
Just real quick. Early season predictions.
Okay.
Who's your breakout star for this year?
Person or team?
Person.
Oh, like how Aaliyah Edwards was last year?
Sure. Yeah, like just someone that you think can take over the league. It can be returning player, new player, but like.
Who's just going to do super well?
Yeah.
Dana Evans.
Ooh, I like that. I was going to say Paige, but that's kind of like, duh.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I like Dana Evans. Defensive player of the year.
Ooh. Sorry, I'm scrolling through all their faces. Defensive player of the year. You know, I may go Veronica Burton.
Ooh, okay. I went Cameron Brink just because I think
Oh, that's right.
if she stays on the
Dang,
floor,
I scrolled right on. Yeah,
hella blocks.
definitely.
MVP.
Ooh, just the whole. Did they do season and then finals, or did they just do one?
I think they did both.
Okay.
But there's definitely
You're talking about general MVP.
Yeah, general league MVP.
General league MVP. Oh, this is hard. I'm gonna go Paige.
Ooh, I like that.
Have you seen the Team USA clips?
Yeah, I can see that happening.
She's cooking people.
I went with my favorite point guard in the league right now, Alicia Gray.
Yeah.
Alicia, you heard it here first.
It's hard. I like so many.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
You never know what to expect. Unrivaled truly is unrivaled.
Kalia Copper could just pop out. Like any of them could pop out.
Exactly.
So that's why I like it, because it's so competitive.
Yeah. Lee messed around and surprised us all.
Listen, we've seen her in person.
I know. She's gotten better too.
Don't sleep on Lee, my girl Lee. I love Lee.
I know.
I do.
I wish we could have a Looney Tunes thing drop down. Like, that's all, folks.